Hey, what's up guys, Houston here. And for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. And for those of you that's always following me and supporting me, salute. And for my faithful patrons, double salute. Now, today's video, we're actually going to be talking about the upgrade Visa credit card and actually how to get approved for it with almost a guarantee, because there's some certain things that you can actually do to help your chances of being approved. So we're going to break that down. First of all, looking at the upgrade Visa credit card, they pull from FICO 9. Now you may ask, well, Houston, how does that benefit me? How is that any help to me? Well, here's the way it's beneficial to you. With FICO 9, if you have medical bills, okay, with the FICO 9, do not count medical bills. Now you say, okay, so then my medical bills may not be counted in. However, you need to understand that FICO doesn't, but with your Vantage score, so say that you're going to use Credit Karma or something like that, any type of Vantage score system, they're going to actually count in your medical bills, all right? And so, especially like, let me tell you something about Credit Karma that most of you all may not know. See, Credit Karma is a lead generation system, all right? So it's to their benefit that they give you that extra 50 to 80 points. So for most of you all may thinking that you have over 740 credit score on the Vantage, but in reality that credit score may be a 680, maybe a 700. That's how big of a difference. And the thing about it is to influence people to actually apply for credit cards, even though you may have a higher chance of not being approved. And the reason most of the credit cards that they're going to pitch towards you, they don't work off a Vantage score, but they're giving you your Vantage score. So that's what you need to understand. So when you're using their system, they're good to just look at some of the accounts and stuff, but when it comes to the credit score, again, the credit cards and offers they're actually pushing to you, most of the time they're going to use a FICO score instead of a Vantage score. So that's the reason if you apply for it, you get denied, but they get the lead. So that lead can then be anywhere from $75 to $125, all right, per lead. So that's the reason I tell you guys to be very careful if you're trying to use Credit Karma. Now, back to talking about the FICO 9, that upgrade Visa credit card. Okay, they don't count in medical bills. Here's another thing. If you're paying rent, okay, if you're paying rent, the good thing about FICO 9 is that you can add rent payments, okay? So those are some of the best characteristics of them leveraging FICO 9 because it's to your benefit, all right? And so I'm going to be dropping a few hints in terms of what are the qualifications and the average income and stuff as well. Now, speaking of adding rent, here's a way that you could possibly boost your credit score anywhere from 25 to almost 100 points, so that you can almost guarantee that you may get approved for the upgrade Visa credit cards. Number one, like I said, rent payment. So you may want to use a company like Boom Pay. And again, I'm not associated with them. It's just people have used them. They like the service. And then you have Rental Karma. Okay? Another reason that you want to start using this if you're paying rent, especially with FHA. Now they're starting to almost require that landlords start reporting your rent to help build up your credit score so that you can actually qualify for a home. So that's the reason that this system is so important to have to your credit. Now, here's another thing that you can do to boost your credit score. Add authorized users. Adding authorized users. Now again, I always tell you be careful because you may have a spouse or a family member that just got approved for a $25,000 credit card, right? However, if they just been approved for it and they add you on as an authorized user, The trade line will show up, but it won't help your credit score because there's no data. All right? So that's one of the things you have to understand. Now, here's something that's very important. If you have low limit credit cards, okay, and they have like annual fees and stuff like that, say they're from, what is it called, like First Premier or cards like that, Reflex or something like that. If those are low limit credit cards, but they have at least 2 years of history, and that's your oldest credit card account, do not close it out. Because what happened, your credit score dropped. Okay, so do not do that. Now, here's another one that you can do. You have Grow Credit. As a matter of fact, I'll talk more about Grow Credit in another video, because Grow Credit, they actually have a MasterCard now. But with Grow Credit, if you have subscriptions, if you pay your utilities and stuff, they would actually report that on your credit file to help boost up your point. Now, here's Experian Boost. Okay. Now, here's the thing about Experian Boost you have to understand. Some people, they don't care too much for it because it's not giving them that big boost of points. But hey, FICO 9 is your leverage here. Finding accounts that are using FICO now. Now, here's another thing about upgrade. They're more likely going to pull from Experian. Now, that's the reason they talk about soft pull, no credit check. Now, there's other systems that they may also pull from. Okay? They may pull from Clarity. Now, Clarity is owned by Experian, right? They also may pull from DataX, which is owned by Equifax. Or they may pull from Factor Trust, okay? Which is owned by TransUnion, okay? But more likely, if they're doing a soft pull, they're going to pull your FICO 9, and they're more likely going to pull from Experian, okay? And since Experian also owns Clarity, they may pull Clarity as well, all right? So just keep that in mind. So now you know, okay, this is what I have to look out for in terms of when trying to get approved. But like I said, if you want to almost get a guarantee approval with this credit card, all right, these are the things that I would do. I would do add rent. I would add authorized user. I would add, I would probably do Grow Credit and Experian Boost. Another thing you can do is remove inquiries, okay? Now, why am I saying remove inquiries? Because inquiries, those can be extra points that if you remove those inquiries, then that can give you a credit score boost as well. All right. Now, there's other things that you can do as well, like you may be able to pay down debt, right? So you may have some credit cards that are over that 30% threshold. Being able to get that credit card under that 30% threshold will definitely boost your credit score. But here's the kicker. If you're able to get that under 9%, you're going to really see a bigger difference in your credit score, all right? So 30% is good, but if you can get it down to 9%, you're great, okay? Now, here's something else you have to understand about the upgrade credit card. All right, they're through Southern Bank. So you may have another credit card through Southern Bank. Now the limits, they go from $500 up to $25,000. Actually, they actually go up to $50,000. But they said most people don't get approved for $50,000. They said the average hint, here comes the hint, the average is about $20,000 that most people get approved for. Now, the average income, another hint, is about $78,000 a year household income. All right? So now I just gave you a few hints to help you. All right? Now, like I said, the good thing about it is a soft pull. So that's really beneficial to you. And it also pulls from all 3 credit bureaus. Okay? And it also, it doesn't pull, but it reports to all 3 credit bureaus, all right? Now, here's the cool part about it, is that we talked about Visa signature cards, where I made a video talking about guaranteed approval of Visa signature cards of $5,000 or more from different credit unions. Most of the time, if you're wanting $5,000 or more from a Visa signature card from a credit card, you want to look for companies that offer a Visa signature card. Those are the ones that usually start out at $5,000. Okay? Now, understanding, yes, this is a Visa signature card, and yes, they start out at $500, but at the same time, by you following the instructions that I'm telling you to help boost up your credit, you have a higher chance of getting a larger line of credit. One of the good things about it, with that soft pull, okay, when you do that soft pull, what happens, if they approve you, they're going to let you see your credit limit right off bat. They'll let you see your credit limit right off bat, and you can use the credit card immediate. So you can use the credit card right as soon as you approve, then you have a virtual number that they'll actually give you. Okay, so that's the reason that I think this is a very good card. Now, another interesting thing about the Upgrade Visa credit card is this. Say that you make a large purchase, where with a regular credit card, they start charging a lot of interest, right? Well, this here credit card, the purchase can actually turn into like a loan, like a personal loan. Right? So that's the bigger difference in this card. So where you're able to pay over time at a longer period without paying the larger interest, it'll actually turn into a loan. All right? But you still keep the card. And another thing, I'm glad that I brought that up, is this here. The DTI from Upgrade is 75%, right? So the debt to income ratio is 75%, including your mortgage. All right, so that's another good thing, is because they have a higher threshold of debt limit. All right, so that's one of the things about it. And the best thing about this is that you can have a personal loan and 2 credit cards with them. So you're not just stuck with just a one credit card. You could just like traditional banks and stuff, you can get a personal loan as well as 2 credit cards. So you have multiple accounts with them. All right. So I hope that this video helps you in understanding why Upgrade Visa credit card may be a big game changer for a lot of you guys that especially trying to get approved. Now, one of the things that we didn't talk about was in terms of a credit score. Like 580 is for challenging credit, but for most people, the average credit score that they've been getting approved for is about a 600 credit score. All right. So if you have a low credit score, you definitely want to do this here before you start applying, so you can have a higher chance of approval. All right. So for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to subscribe, comment, and like. And for those of you that's always supporting me and following me, salute.